It is day 40, 7:32 a.m. in the Big Brother UK All-Stars house, and all of our house guests are waking up to a new day in their brightly colored, redecorated home. And also in yesterday's episode, I said that it was day 38 again, but that was totally my bad. I messed up the numbers and everything, and but they're actually, it's day 40. It's day 40, everyone, and I'm slowly losing count and losing my mind, but I feel like our house guests probably feel the exact same way. It's even harder for them to keep track of the days and what's going on. I mean, I don't know, it would feel really strange being in this house in particular. We see that everyone's kind of waking up. Isabelle kind of woke up in the kitchen after a long night of baking cakes, and Charley and Allison are extremely excited to see her talking to Craig. Some of our house guests are in the bathroom getting ready, but honestly, it doesn't look like it's going to be a mad dash in there to get ready like it normally is. Everyone seems to have already done their business from the night before, and they're pretty much good to go. Still, though, the garden has not really been in use, and we are in the middle of summer. It's really hot, so I'm like, maybe that's why, but I don't know. They just really don't go in the garden anymore now that it's been redecorated, and it's like honestly a stretch for them to head over to the sauna or the Sky Lounge. However, we did see in the previous episode that Cameron and Ryland broke in the Sky Lounge, and right now it seems Cameron is back at his usual spot at the bar in the kitchen, and he's gotten extremely good at making drinks, and he's making some for Brian and Pete, while Craig and Isabelle are still chatting back there. Slowly but surely, the bathroom does start getting a little bit crowded. We see that the toilets are, of course, pranked again. However, Luke is there to fix it all up. That's like his number one job in the house now, is fixing toilets. So he kind of just stays in there waiting for one to get broken or pranked. And it seems as though Josie has come to the kitchen in order to take out the trash and get some cleaning done. But everyone's been super active since there aren't ministries anymore. The storage room is always open, and everyone has been really clean. They're all taking turns with doing the laundry and everything. It really has been a lot smoother in the house now that all the ministries and stuff are over. At 10:01 a.m., it is now time for the boys to head on into the music room that used to be where room 101 was. And they, of course, are in a band, as it is a girls versus boys battle of the bands this week for their shopping task. And throughout this task, they will obviously gain access to the storage room and stuff like that, but they will also be getting big bucks, and they will be getting a large amount of big bucks. So if the boys are to win this task and perform the best, each one will get 50 big bucks in their account. And things are going to be increasing a lot when it comes to big bucks in the next coming weeks. And there will be more twist coming to that. But yeah, the boys are in the music room practicing for their gig tomorrow. Only the girls got a chance to practice yesterday. The boys get to today. And then tomorrow they will both get a very short amount of time to practice before they all have to perform. Again, like I was saying, since the storage room is open, everyone has been busy cleaning, but with the shopping task happening, the results will potentially change that, as not everyone will get access. Outside, it looks as though Josie and Isabelle are having a nice little chat. Josie seems to be kind of upset or bored. She's not really feeling it. Maybe it's to do with her being stuck with all the girls in the house for the rest of the day. I don't really know. Or maybe she's really feeling the amount of days she's been in there. She's only been in there for, it's like her second week now, so it might really be hitting her that, she's in the Big Brother house and it's not as fun as you think it would be. Either way, Isabelle doesn't cheer her up. And in the kitchen, Charley has a face mask on. She's casually reading a book, while while Allison holds just a pile of dirty dishes and looks around before Davina soon comes and joins her. Now, with all of these additional bookshelves in the kitchen, a lot of them are always going over to them, picking up a book and reading them. Typically, books would be banned in the Big Brother house. However, they weren't in the early days of Big Brother UK, so that with the chickens before really gives me an old retro BBUK vibe. At 12:18 p.m., the girls are kind of wrapping everything up in the kitchen. They just finished cleaning it, and some of them are picking up some books before they head to other rooms of the house. We see that Charley has picked up a book, and she actually heads outside to read it in the rain, which seems problematic. Like, of all places to go to read a book, I don't think it's outside during a light storm. But, I mean, whatever. Do you. In the bathroom, we see that Gemma and Makosi, both still in their morning robes, are talking and chatting and really kind of getting along. Meanwhile, the boys are hard at work in the music room. Of course, the girls were kind of making, like, cute pop music, while the boys have on hardcore metal. We see that Ryland, obviously, would probably have the most amount of experience, and he definitely had the most amount of skill points, so he is our lead vocalist, while Pete had the most dancing ability, and so he is going to be our dancer. While Brian and Craig are on guitar, Luke is on violin, and then Cameron is our lead pianist. And it's going to be tested with all of them performing individually against the other members in the girl band. And then they are going to have one big group number. So that's to be pretty interesting. Not too sure how it's going to turn out. Whichever group wins gets 50 big bucks each. And there's also going to be another little twist to it. Of course, you know me, I love a good twist. And yesterday we saw that Craig broke in the tub by playing in just a regular bath. However, he did have to get naked to get in the bath. And that does sometimes cause problems when people walk in and out of the bathroom. However, Makosi has found a way around that solution by taking a mud bath and doing so in her bikini. I feel bad for whoever wants to take a bath after her, as it's going to be covered in mud, but whatever. And where she got the mud, who knows? And of course, Josie is having some fun in the rain. At 2:56 p.m., Makosi does get out of the bath and heads to the shower to wash off all of that mud. Meanwhile, Charley decides to be the first girl to enter the sauna. And she gets in there and sits down and kind of breaks it in. She's relaxing, of course, with a full face of makeup on. She's going to sweat all that off. I can't wait to see what she looks like when she gets out of here. But me personally, I would definitely be hanging out in there. And if there's anyone that needs to relax, it's Charley. Meanwhile, in the kitchen, Allison has just been broken staring at the bookcase for hours on end now. Hasn't moved. There's just too much stuff on there to look at, I guess. And of course, the boys are still hard at work in the music room, practicing their craft. Again, just like the girls, I mean, I turn autonomy on, and all of them are still just persistent on just working. They barely ever take any bathroom breaks, if any at all. I don't think any of them did. And, yeah, they've just been really, really gung-ho on this. Meanwhile, back in the house, we have Davina and Makosi actually making their way into the sauna. It's really shocking whenever I see anyone in the yard or heading over to the sauna or the Sky Lounge. I'm like instantly have to go over there and see what's going on because it just feels so rare. I don't know. But they soon get down into a towel and hang out in the sauna to relax with Charley. Makosi even has on a nice little face mask, and they're all just kind of hanging out, relaxing. None of them are even really talking, but soon Charley does start piping up. But right now, it doesn't seem to be anything too serious. Meanwhile, in the kitchen, that's kind of where all the other girls are. We see that Allison has found her way away from the bookcase and is at the bar, while Josie is feeling a lot better. She has a face mask on. She's reading a book, and I think her mood has increased a lot. Everyone's going to have their down moments, and I think that was hers definitely this morning. However, it seems to have totally lifted. She's feeling a lot better. And as Allison grabs a book and sits down at the dining room table, things are really heating up in the sauna. So the kind of relaxation hour has completely ended, as Charley is, of course, starting an argument with Makosi. The two of them don't really get along. They seem to kind of mend things when they were in the lab together. However, since returning, that whole facade is totally gone and over. And even though Davina and Makosi are still persistent in trying to relax, they still have a smile on their face, it soon just quickly ends. They aren't able to hide it anymore. They try to just get up and leave, and then that causes a whole other argument, and that turns into a complete cat fight. I love that Davina just runs out of there while Josie runs inside of the sauna. She wants to see, Davina wants to leave. So Charley did start this fight. It's a full-on fist fight. There is no reason for it. I did not condone it. It's not fight day or anything right now. So I do have to go ahead. Big Brother has to call Charley into the diary room, as she does have to receive a formal warning for this, and all of her big bucks will be revoked.
Charley?
Yeah.
With that being said, if Charley does start a fight again in the Big Brother house, without me allowing it, then she will be removed. And I also just kind of want to relieve some tension that's going on in the house. Plus, it has almost reached nightfall. So I go ahead and I release the boys from the music room, and they're able to go back and integrate into the house, kind of hang out, separate the girls a little bit, sort of alleviate some tension, make things a little bit lighter. But I'm sure they're definitely coming in to get some of that gossip, though. I immediately would be like, what's going on? Tell me everything. At 9:04 p.m., the bathroom is, of course, a complete disaster, but luckily we have Josie on one side and Craig on the other fixing everything up. Meanwhile, Gemma is actually having a relaxing time in the sauna, okay? She's not woohooing, she's not fighting. I think maybe the key to the sauna is doing it by yourself. That's what I've gotten out of this so far. Meanwhile, the lights are turned off in the bedroom, as most of our house guests have already gone to bed. Isabelle climbs on into bed, and I like that she actually picked pretty much the same exact bed position that she was in previously. I think that's kind of fun. Allison is soon in bed right after her, and with Josie on the way. And that kind of concludes our day here on Sims 4 Big Brother UK. However, your guys' duty, your guys' job is not yet finished, as we have 3 house guests facing eviction from the house this Friday. And it's up to you to save your favorite. So do you want to save Charley, our official bad girl of the house? Do you want to save Ryland, our lead vocalist of the boy band? Or do you want to save Makosi, who is, sadly the victim of Charley's anger, frustration, and abuse? Again, you can comment down below as many times as you want for however many house guests, or you can head over to my Twitter to vote on the official poll. And we won't have an episode tomorrow, but I will see you guys on Thursday for a brand new episode. Bye.